Prosecutors demanded a 12-year jail sentence for Samsung's de facto chief. This came as Lee Jae-yong was appealing a conviction handed down in August for his role in the power abuse scandal that led to the nation's first ever impeachment of a democratically elected president. Lee Jae-won give us the updates.
The independent counsel team was firm. It demanded 12 years for Samsung Electronics vice chairman Lee Jae-yong at his appeals trial on Wednesday. The prosecution said this is a typical case of corruption involving politicians and business leaders and requested the same 12 years it initially demanded back in August. Though in the original ruling, the court found Lee guilty of all 5 charges, including bribery and embezzlement, it had sentenced him to only 5 years, saying that some of the money Lee had Samsung donate to 2 foundations, about $19 million, cannot be considered a bribe. The foundations were controlled by former President Park Geun-hye's longtime confidant Choi Soon-sil. This time, in the hope of getting a different result, the prosecution made changes to the petition for appeal by broadening the bribery charge related to the funds to make it easier to prove Lee guilty. Another change in the petition for appeal includes specifying a bribery charge related to Samsung's sponsorship of the equestrian training of Choi's daughter. The charge is also supported by some new evidence added this time, text messages and call logs between the former senior presidential secretary for policy coordination An Jong-bum and executives at Samsung Electronics, which show them discussing Samsung's purchase of horses. The Samsung heir allegedly gave or planned to give a total of $38 million to former President Park Geun-hye. The court said the verdict will be out on February 5th. Lee Ji-won, Arirang News.